Everyone, this is Mayor Sean Patterson Howard. We are thrilled to be gathered here this morning to announce about $600,000 in funding that for our not-for-profit organizations here in the city of Mount Vernon. The money that we're able to use to support these organizations comes from the American Rescue Plan. As mayor and as a former not-for-profit leader and human services worker, I'm deeply committed to working with our not-for-profit organizations, not only just to make sure that they get some funding, because this is only seed funding, but more importantly, that we're working together strategically to build the capacity of our not-for-profit organizations to write grants, to do HR, to develop their boards, to do fundraising and marketing, and making sure that the community is aware of the incredible services that they're providing, because it is the not-for-profit or it is our non-governmental organizations that were really created and designed to do the work that our community needs that the government is not the best at providing. And so we've successfully implemented other initiatives here in the city of Mount Vernon using our ARPA funds, and to make sure that we're supporting the organizations that are reaching our communities. One of this is we used emergency solution grant funds to support households who were dealing with domestic violence and rental support. Additionally, through our American Rescue Plan funds, we did a program called Mayors for Guaranteed Income, where over 200 households received monthly stipends to assist them in the care of their families. And so now we are working with 28 of our not-for-profit programs here in the community to provide essential resources to continue to support the needs of seniors, youth, families, and the broader community, especially those on the front line who are addressing various needs. We're dealing with 13 key areas, and those areas that we're funding today are youth programs, youth sports teams, recidivism reduction, domestic violence support, after-school programs, science, technology, engineering, and math initiatives, music and arts programs, healthcare organizations, workforce development, digital equity organizations, English as a second language programs, cultural art and institution programs, and always education. The COVID-19 pandemic impacted businesses, it impacted churches, it impacted local governments, and we know it impacted our not-for-profit organizations. And so each of the organizations will receive between $20,000 and $25,000 to help them continue to do some of the work that they're doing for the community and just support some of their rebound from COVID. We have a diverse range of programs that we are supporting, and I just want to make sure that I list the agencies that are receiving this funding today. So no, I made a list, and it wasn't all on there. Hold on, I have my list. Where's my list? I just had it. Did someone take my list? Because we were missing some. You know, this is what happens. I'll go back if I miss you, let me know. So we have My Sister's Place, the Portuguese American Club, the Mount Vernon Educational Fund, the Boys and Girls Club, Amani Charter School, Greater Centennial and their after-school program, the Youth Shelter of Westchester, the Westchester Community Health Center, Mount Vernon Little League Baseball, Mount Vernon United Football, Mount Vernon Junior Knights Basketball, the Revelators Dance Troupe, Wakanda Festival, Latinos Unidos, the Urban League of Westchester. We have Westchester Rockland Mediation Center, Cluster. We have the Downtown Merchants Association. We have WJCS, Westchester Jewish Community Services, the Youth Community Opportunity Program. We have New Flex. We have St. John and Paul de Clements. Hold on, there it is. We have the Family Restoration Project. We have ARPA, We have St. John, Paul, and Clements. We have Friendship for Tots, and we have the Formula, Lab Out Skills. And so those are the organizations that are receiving the funding. Today, we have one more that we were finalizing some things but that's dealing with food access and food insecurity, so we're excited. I'm gonna ask if our controller can come up here with us, right? Because this is not just an initiative of the mayors. Bannock King, thank you. This is not just an initiative of the mayors. This could not be done without the partnership and the cooperation of our controller's office, as well as our city council. And so I just wanted to make sure that we are recognizing our partners in government. And so at this time, I want to step aside so that we could present Ms. Sylvia Bolivar, who is our Deputy Commissioner of Planning and Community Development. And she also oversees our Urban Renewal Agency, but it is through her office that they've been accepting the applications, reviewing them, scoring them, and that they executed all of the contracts with the organizations, and they will be the primary people to oversee the distribution and the reporting and the outcomes of this money. So with that, Sylvia.
Good morning. I'm Sylvia Bolivar, and I'm privileged to serve as the Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Planning and Community Development. Mayor Sean Patterson Howard and her administration understand that Mount Vernon's nonprofits are on the front lines working to address the needs of our most vulnerable. Addressing the needs of our children, seniors, and families is a strategic priority of the mayor and her administration. The City of Mount Vernon is proud to announce that we are partnering with 25 nonprofit organizations who have been awarded $600,000 in ARPA funding. This funding was awarded through a competitive grant-making process for the continued work of COVID-19 recovery in the city. The ARPA funds will help many Mount Vernon residents in a meaningful way. ARPA funds are being used to support workforce development initiatives, recidivism, youth sports teams, youth programs, art and music programs, ESL and citizenship classes, legal services for households fleeing domestic violence, community health care, and small business technical assistance through the Downtown Merchant Association. These ARPA funds are a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and we're excited about partnering with nonprofits across the city. We know that residents of the city are still feeling the negative economic impacts from the pandemic. The goal is to use these ARPA funds to provide continued supports and resources to Mount Vernon residents, and to expand and deepen our partnership with these organizations who are working on the front lines. I want to thank the mayor for her fierce advocacy for our most vulnerable populations. These investments and programs that support families and children will have a lasting impact in our community. Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to ask for our Comptroller Morton to come forward and say a few words. Comptroller Morton. Woo! Yes, there. Good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
As the Comptroller, Chief Financial Officer of the city, it, of course, is our responsibility to, first of all, manage the finances of the city, but also to safeguard them and make sure that they're being used for appropriate use, especially if they come from federal agencies and state agencies. This is one of the efforts that clearly meet the regulations of the ARPA money. In particular, that it is aimed to help the most vulnerable of our communities. We know that Mount Vernon, of course, is inundated with a number of services that are needed from a social economic perspective. And it is these organizations that actually help to provide that and support what it is that the government is expected to do. As also a professor of public administration, we often teach students that one thing is for sure is that government cannot do it by themselves. And in fact, government was not designed to do it by itself. And most importantly, it was designed to be able to help to facilitate the resources that are available and necessary in order to meet the needs of the population. In doing so, not-for-profit organizations become critical to that, whether they are non-religious based, religious based, whether they are specific to education, after-school programs, educational programs, social, mental health programs, or whatever it may be. These are the folks that grind. These are the folks that actually get the work done. And while this grant that is given to them is not a whole lot of money, it's enough to be able to help them to be able to continue to do what they need to do, and also to build capacity. One of the things that we've been talking about with Mayor Sean Patterson Howard is how do we then begin to help those smaller not-for-profits that do not have all of the technical skills to be able to go out and get the large grants. How do we then begin to build these cooperatives? In fact, we have done that in a number of cases. And so congratulations to all of you. And we look forward to working with you. Any questions about compliance and things of that sort between Sylvia's office and my office? In fact, don't call me, call that guy over there, call Condell Hamilton about compliance, and then we will be able to help you, because our aim is for you to be successful. So congratulations to you all.
Thank you. So we are just going to call on a few of our recipients to give very brief remarks, as it is getting warmer by the moment, standing here. But we want the community to understand some of the incredible partners that we have in the city. And my communications team is probably getting ready to flip out as I say this now. We've been doing what we call Mount Vernon Gems on a lot of our local businesses, and now we're going to probably put together a template so that we could do the same and highlight each of the organizations and allow you to put out it's kind of like a little commercial or promo, so that the community gets to know who you are and what you do. And so that'll be something that comes along with this. And Lexia's like, I'm going to be busier. Yes, yes. The reward for good work is more work, and we want to help elevate the work of our not-for-profits. So we're going to call in this order. We're going to call on Miss Joanne Dunn of the Youth Shelter. We're going to call on Lamont Radcliffe of Little League Baseball, Caitlin Leon of WJCS. Then we will be calling on Jomo Balfour of The Formula, and he doesn't want to speak, but he will today, because that's all part of leadership development that you need to run these not-for-profits. And then we will be calling on Eileen Justino, because I called it out, right? Yes, Jomo, thank you. And then we'll call on Ms. Eileen Justino of the Educational Fund, and we will close it out with, we're going to also bring Ms. Liz Ferreira, because you're one of our cultural organizations. So we want to make sure we have a balance of all of our different organizations. Okay, thank you.
All right. Good morning, everyone. I am honored to stand before you today on behalf of the Youth Shelter Program of Westchester to express our heartfelt gratitude to the City of Mount Vernon for their generous support through the ARPA funding. This funding has enabled us to pilot the Youth Works employment program, specifically designed for justice-impacted youth between the ages of 18 to 25. This initiative is not just a program, it is a lifeline for young individuals who have faced challenges and barriers on their journey to employment and stability. Thanks to the city's commitment to investing in our community's youth, we have been able to provide essential workforce development skills and training opportunities for these young adults to rebuild their lives and contribute positively to society. The impact of this funding extends far beyond monetary support. It signifies a belief in the potential of every young person, regardless of their past experiences. It empowers them with skills, confidence, and a sense of hope for a brighter future. We are deeply grateful for the City of Mount Vernon's vision and dedication to creating pathways to success for our youth. Your partnership has been instrumental in making this program a reality, and we look forward to continue to working together to expand and sustain these efforts. On behalf of the Youth Shelter and all the young individuals whose lives you have touched, Thank you once again for your unwavering support and belief in the power of second chances. Together, we are building a stronger, more resilient community where every young person has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Lamont Radcliffe. I am president of Mount Vernon Sports Association, which is responsible for the Mount Vernon Little League in Mount Vernon. So just a quick thank you to the city for putting us in this grant program. I mean, we're definitely needed. So our kids, we range from about 6 to 15-year-old kids. All of the youth that enter the field come with a story. So what we try to do is create a safe haven for the kids of Mount Vernon that don't have an opportunity to actually play basketball, play football, you know, so it's like a family-oriented basis down there with these kids. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for this grant, and it's definitely well needed. And our mission is just to promote discipline, leadership, good character, sportsmanship, physical fitness by providing a regimen that will develop these traits in each youth. You know, the Mount Vernon Sports Association also puts strong emphasis to highlight the dedicated parents, volunteers, and coaches who take their time out each week to help the league and make the sport grow. We would not be who we are without them. And I thank you guys, all right? Thanks a lot.
Good morning. Thank you so much, everyone. On behalf of WJCS, I would like to let the city of Mount Vernon know how truly grateful we are to be able to provide some additional support to the families of Mount Vernon, with which we've had a really long-standing relationship at WJCS. So this grant is plays a crucial role in addressing the digital equity and the divide in this community, providing essential resources that really should be commonplace for all, but clearly are not, right? So the Digital Equity Project was actually formed by WJCS in collaboration with the STEM Alliance, working to level the playing field of unequal access to digital technology in our post-COVID world. This opportunity would not have been possible without WJCS's amazing relationship with Mr. Henry Wilson and the Youth Community Outreach Program. Digital equity classes will now be offered to parents and guardians of enrolled youth at YCOP, and they'll be provided with devices, Wi-Fi access, as well as digital literacy skills. This opportunity will empower all individuals, including the families, to explore new possibilities and provide academic support for their children. By focusing its efforts on the parents and guardians, we will have an amplified impact by aiding all members of the household, adults, school-age children, and younger. We're so thankful for your belief in our mission to bridge these gaps. Together, we're addressing the critical need for inclusive digital access, ensuring that everyone has the tools necessary to keep up in today's fast-paced society. Thank you.
We're going to call on Liz Ferreira, but if you just heard what she said, WJCS is providing STEM services to YCOP. So this is already an example of two not-for-profit organizations coming together, using their respective skills and resources and connecting it with the need of another to participate. WJCS could have said, well, we're just going to invite people from off the street, but they partnered. So, wow, that's doubling the impact. Love it.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Ferreira. I'm the president of the Portuguese Club for the last 5 years. It's been a pleasure and an honor to be working with the city of Mount Vernon and everyone here at the office. The grant has given us an opportunity to continue to open our doors. We've been in this part of this community for 89 years, and we want to continue to move forward with our culture, all arts, our traditions, continue our Portuguese classes that we offer for children and for adults as well. The doors are open to everyone, so everyone's more than welcome to come, and I look forward to continuing to working with all the other nonprofit organizations within this community so that we can, be a complete success for the city. Thank you.
As Apostle Rose comes, another way the Portuguese Center supports themselves is, they do have a restaurant downstairs, and on Friday nights they have the best steak and eggs and green wine in the city, so there's other ways to also support them.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Reverend Arthur Rose. I am the CEO of the Family Restoration Project and the senior pastor of Upon This Rock Ministries here in Mount Vernon. We're grateful to the city of Mount Vernon for releasing these rescue funds so that we can rescue individuals within our community. And I thank God for the collaboration, even though he said that there were small grants. When we come together in unity, something large can happen. So I thank God that we are coming together to utilize not just the money that we have received, but our gifts and our talents so that we can collaborate, so an individual can receive a plethora of opportunities so that their life can become successful. So I thank the discretion of our wonderful mayor as well as the city of Mount Vernon for thinking about us, because there are many cities across the United States that do not necessarily support CBOs or NGOs, and we just thank God that we have a mayor that grassroots is her heart. Yes. Thank you very much.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eileen Justino. I am the president of the board of the Mount Vernon Educational Foundation, and I'd just like to thank the mayor and the Sylvia Boulevard and the whole community for giving us this grant. Our role in the Educational Foundation is to expand the opportunities for children in the after-school realm. We are partner with the Mount Vernon School District to provide different opportunities and different services. This particular grant will be going towards a robotics program for 5th and 6th graders. And there is a great need in the worldwide community for students to understand this. STEAM and STEM type of programs are essential for our children to learn what they, beyond the math and reading that they get in the regular classroom. So we started this program a year ago in a pilot, and we're so thrilled that we have this this grant so that we can continue to provide these opportunities to the students all across the district. In every school, this will be implemented. So thank you again.
Good morning, good morning. My name is Jomo Belfour. I'm the president of the Formula in collaboration with Bonanza Contracting. It was just surreal just to see how much we have as a city, how much different genres and races. It's not just money, it's just the resource to help our people grow in this great city. So I thank you, Mayor, for giving us the opportunity to be a part of this, and this is a beautiful thing. It's actually surreal to see these many faces, and like I said, this is a partnership, and it's gonna grow. And sometimes it takes small steps to make a giant one, so this is one of the steps we. Oh, I'm a Mount Vernon firefighter as well.
What formula does?
Oh, the formula is a youth development program that's aimed to help children figure out their way to success. So whether it may not be college, it may be using your hands, whether it's using your mind to be successful in life. So this is what we try to filter through our youth and through our program. Yes.
So part of their formula is using sports to, sometimes you have to have the carrot to bring people off the streets. And so they use sports engagement and mentoring to bring our young people in and develop that relationship with them. And as he said, they partner with Bonanza and, Youth Shelter and other organizations. And then they provide that workforce development partnership and opportunity. And so, there are things that we need to do to bring people in the door. And then there are lots of other things. When you go into the supermarket, you go in to get bread, eggs, and cheese, your staples. But then you walk out with a whole bunch of other stuff. And that's what we want our organizations. We have to know what are the gateways that bring people in, but once we bring them into the door and we develop those relationships and connections, then we want to deepen our relationships with them and connect them to all of these partners throughout the community to make sure that the totality of their needs are met. And so thank you so much for coming. We appreciate each of you. We're looking for you to be wildly successful. And please know that the City of Mount Vernon is committed not just to the seed funding, but more so the growth, the sustainability, and the expansion of your organizations, and making sure that you're getting the skills that you need to provide the highest level of services to our residents who deserve everything that you have to offer. Thank you so much, and have a great day.